Hello student, today we are going to discuss about database languages. Now we all know we are using SQL as our database language. Now what is our structured query language or SQL is? SQL is a structured query language which was initially developed by IBM. SQL is pronounced as SQL in many places. SQL is computer language for storing, manipulating and retrieving data in a relational database. SQL is a standard language for relational database system. Now, we have classified SQL in different types of category according to the commands. We have these are SQL commands are mainly categorized into five categories. First one is DDL, that is data definition language. Second one is DQL, that is data query language. Third is DML, that is data manipulation language. Fourth one is DCL, that is data control language, and last one is our TCL, that is transaction control language. Fine. First, we will discuss DDL. Now, we have DDL, that is data definition language. What do you mean by data definition language? Basically, data definition language is for defining and date schema. Defining and schema is we can say it like creating a table, because we all know our RDBMS is composed of a table. A table can be composed of columns and rows. So, DDL or data definition language actually consists of SQL commands that can be used to define the database schema. Now, we can include constraint on the set of schemas are inside our DDL commands. That is, when we are creating an table, we will provide constraint to different kinds of attributes or a column. Like we can say, column can be not null. It means it will not contain not null value. This will be providing the constraint during the during the creation of schema definement. If I say one attribute should be a primary key, that is uniquely identify our tuple, that will also be described inside your DDL commands. Now, which commands are included in DDL are: first, create table command. It is used to create a table, a function, an index, or a view. Create command can be used for creating the database or its object. Like we can create table from create command, we can index through the create command, we can provide functions to the create command, we can create views through create command, we can create store procedure through create command, and we can create trigger with the command trigger. Okay, so create command is basically used for creating database and its object. Now we have a drop command. The drop command is used to delete object from the database. Suppose if I want to delete that particular schema or entity from the database, then we will use drop command. Drop will delete your existence of the database, fine, or a table. Alter command is used to alter the structure of databases. Suppose if I want to add some constraint to my schema, then I'll use alter command. Suppose if I want to add some more columns inside my schema or my table, then I will also use alter command. And alter command is also used to change data types, or we can say constraint to that particular table. Now, one is a truncate command. It is used to remove all the records from a table, including all the spaces allocated for the records are removed. Now, what truncate command is do? The truncate command delete all the information that will be inside your table. It will not delete your table, but it will delete your all the records from the table. But there is some difference between delete and truncate. The difference is truncate command also remove the allocated space to that particular record, but delete command does not remove that particular space allocated to that particular records. I hope I'm clear about what is difference between truncate and delete. The truncate command will be included in DDL, but delete command will be used in our DML commands. Now, what is a comment? If I want to add some comments, like I want to describe why I have used this particular command, then I'll use comment for that. Is used to add comment to the data dictionary. Rename command is used to rename object existing in the database. By rename command, I can rename my table as well as my attributes inside my table. What I mean by an attribute? So attribute means our column name. Fine, we can rename our column name as well as our table. Now next one is our DML command, that is data manipulation command. It does not modify your schema. The data manipulation command is used to inserting the records into your table or deleting record from your table or updating records inside your table. But I'm not updating schema inside this DML command. I'm updating what I can update my records that is inside my table. Fine. The examples of DML commands are as follows. One is insert command. It is used to insert data into a table. I mean, if I want to add, suppose I have a table that is a student table with the student ID, student name and student address. If I want to insert student over that table, I will use insert command to insert data into that particular table. Fine. Before inserting any data into the table, we always need a table that should be created by DDL commands. Fine. Next one is our update command. Update command is used to update existing data within a table. Suppose if I want to modify that particular data or record of some students, then I'll use update command. Suppose if I say a student address is changed from Udaipur to Jaipur, then I'll update that particular address of that student by using the update command into that particular table. Now, delete table. If I say some of students are left due to some reasons, then I'll use delete command to delete that particular records of the particular student inside our student table. Fine. I hope I am clear with the DML commands. We are using three commands inside our DDL command, that are insert, update and delete. Now, next one is our DQL, that is a data query language. Basically, these statements are used to query data from the database. If I say I already have multiple table and multiple database inside my database, then how can I fetch that particular data from the database? So, for fetching that particular data, we are using data query language. Fine. The purpose of DQL command is to get some schema relation based on the query passed to it. It means if I pass certain query, certain condition to the particular database, it will return me the output of that particular uh, query. Fine. We are using select command to retrieve data from the database. What we are using? We are using select command. Select command can be used with multiple conditions that we will discuss on later on videos. Now next one is our DCL command, that is data control language. How many people have right to read that particular data or write that particular data? So this is what DCL does. DCL includes commands such as granting or revoking. Granting means giving the permission or giving access permission or privilege to that particular user, and revoke is taking back that permission from the user. Fine. So examples are two commands are there in DCL, that is grant. It gives users access privilege to the database, and revoke, what it does, it withdraw users access privilege given by using a grant command. If I want to take back my all the privilege from that particular user, then I'll use revoke command. Fine, this is my DCL. Now next one is my TCL command. Now what is TCL? It is a transaction control protocol, or it is a transaction control language. TCL command deal with the transaction within the database. If I say some modification, some updation and all the things are required, this will be done through the TCL command. There are multiple commands inside TCL, that is commit, rollback, save point and set transaction. First one is our commit protocol. Commit transaction commit command is used to permanently store that particular transaction or that particular operation inside the database permanently. It is used to permanently store that particular query. Rollback command is in case it, if some error is occur or our transaction or our database becomes in inconsistent state, then it will roll back to the previous committed position, that is our consistent position. So rollback, what the rollback done, rollbacks are transaction to the last commit position where we have where we have last commit the transaction. Save point, set a save point within a transaction. It always point set that the transaction is now from this situation to this situation is in safe state. Set transaction specify characteristics for the transaction. It specify what characteristics are in our transaction. Fine. uh, Thank you.